Planes, gravity, and New York. All things movies just can't seem to get right. But there's one more thing movies get wrong every single time, and that is sword fighting. From 300 to Star Wars, every single movie is full of these big over-the-top cuts and spins, but in reality, that just never would have happened. I'm Justin, and I recently joined the VCU HEMA Club to see how sword fighting is in real life, and let me tell you, it's nothing like it is in the movies. The first thing movies get wrong is the distance they have between fighters. You often see people circling around each other, a foot away from each other, just talking. In reality, that would never happen. According to Brady, one of the presidents of my VCU HEMA Club, HEMA is above all a game of millimeters. The distance in which you stand from your opponent could be the difference between hitting and missing. And you manage this through two steps, the gathering step and the passing step. Using these two steps is imperative into leveling up your sword fighting game from just swinging your sword to proper fencing. And yet in movies, they never use these. In one of my favorite movies, The Phantom Menace, everybody is always standing with their feet planted just like this. Or even worse, running at their opponents. And these both present a problem in sword fighting. It's that you can't stop on a dime when you're running. And this leads to you being off balance and too close to your opponent, leading for a perfect opportunity for them to just step out of the way and strike you down. However, if you're in a movie, that might not even be such a big problem because of the way they throw cuts in movies. I know we've all seen those big over-the-top cuts and parries and thinking that looks awesome. It must just be so much work to have to parry every single one of those attacks, but it might not even matter because of a technique movies often use called aiming at the blade. You see, aiming at the blade is when you're not hitting your opponent, you're hitting your blade, and that is one of the things in HEMA that they teach us not to do, because your blade is not only your only offense, but your only defense too, and moving it is a big commitment, and using it to just strike at your opponent's blade is an awful idea and leaves you open to a parry and a counterattack easily. But if movies constantly do things that are unrealistic and that they don't make sense, why do they keep doing them? The answer is very simple: for the looks. And while, yes, these over-the-top movie scenes, they look good and they look exciting, in real life, the techniques you can use, such as a proper parry, a guard, a passing step, a gathering step, they all come together to make it just as exciting as it is in the movies. And if you ever want to learn more about that, the VCU HEMA Club meets at the gym every Thursday and Friday. And that's where I learned everything I know.